Hi there. Today I got this. Okay, maybe I should say this first. This is for number 6 and the snake, which is also the direction of south, where you start in the Munaki or the medicine wheel, working with that. So I love this. And I also, in my cup today, my coffee cup, there was this fox and a girl. I think the girl represents myself, honestly. And I think the other one, the fox there, very, very cute fox with ears pointing like in several directions, like listening in. Very, anyways, there was things in the cup also, but also the sign for like lightning or Suelu in runes. So maybe I'll read that afterwards. Not the fox, though. I will get there to the fox totem to come. And I myself know pretty much what it means. So, but it's very cozy. They're cozy there. It's like as if they have pulled the blankets up and is laying underneath the blankets. Yeah, you are on my Facebook page. I think a few of you are. My Medium page. There, I put a picture up of it if you can see it. I don't have the best phones to take pictures with, but yeah. Anyways, I will keep a snake up here because of that. Because of its number six of the totems now. Snake, come crawling. There's fire in your eyes. Bite me, excite me. I learn to realize. The poison transmuted brings eternal flame. Open me to heaven to heal me again. Wonderful. And also, I See Fire. That song that I've been put beneath before. But I think the dragon is pretty much a stronger maybe like a transformed or developed part of this energy as well, I think. But this is very earth, connected to the earth and the physical. Well, it stands for transmutation. Snake medicine people are very rare. Their initiation involves experiencing and living through multiple snake bites, which allows them to transmute all poisons, but be they mental, physical, spiritual, or emotional. Yeah, sometimes I think it can also be in a more like symbolic, metaphorical way. It doesn't have to be an exact snake. There are people who are like snakes, let's say, in a not so positive way. Generally, I think of the snake as a positive one, though. Okay. The power of snake medicine is the power of creation, for it embodies sexuality, psychic energy, alchemy, reproduction, and ascension, or immortality. The transmutation of the life-death rebirth cycle is exemplified by the shedding of snake skin. It is the energy of wholeness, cosmic consciousness, and the ability to experience anything willingly and without resistance. It is the knowledge that all things are equal in creation, and that those things which might be experienced as poison can be eaten, ingested, integrated, and transmuted if one has the proper state of mind. There is so much wisdom here, you should read it slower, actually. Thoth, or Tehuti, the Atlantean who later returned as Hermes and the father of alchemy, used the symbology of two snakes intertwining around a sword to represent healing. I've heard other descriptions of what that represents, but this is the main, the well-known one, though. Okay. Complete understanding and acceptance of the male and female within each organism creates a melting of the two into one, thereby producing divine energy, as well as the chakras, the nadis, that on that rod, the rod of Hermes, how the in Hindu teachings, how these nadis meet I mean, the nadis is like energy channels, and they move. One move to the left while the other one move to the right, and then they meet in each of the chakras, and they kind of move like that upwards, like as it looks at the rod as well. And usually also it's seen as those wings on the rod is like this third eye where we gain awareness. And it's like the Idam Pingala, there's the sun stream and the moon stream, the cold and the warm or the active, fiery one. Yeah. So anyways, this medicine teaches you on a personal level that you are a universal being. Through accepting all aspects of your life, you can bring about the transmutation of the fire medicine. This fire energy, when functioning on the material plane, creates passion, desire, procreation, and physical vitality. On the emotional plane, it becomes ambition, creation, resolution, and dreams. On the mental plane, it becomes intellect, power, charisma, and leadership. When this snake energy reaches the spiritual plane, it becomes wisdom, understanding, wholeness, and connection to the Great Spirit. If you have chosen this symbol, there is a need within you to transmute some thought, action, or desire. Maybe all of them, as in the medicine wheels I work in now, or try to, so that wholeness may be achieved. Yeah. This is heavy magic, but remember, magic is no more than a change in consciousness. Become the magician of the enchanter or the enchantress. Transmute the energy and accept the power of the fire. And then if you have not embraced the snake medicine, then this might be suitable for you. If you got this symbol then in reverse, you may have chosen to mask your ability to change. Look at the idea that you may fear changing your present state of affairs, because this may entail a short passage into discomfort. Does this discomfort keep you from assuming the viewpoint of the magician within? Is the old pattern safe, reliable, and a rut? In order to glide beyond the place which has become safe but non-productive, become snake. Release the outer skin of your present identity. Move through the dreamlike illusion that has insisted on static continuity and find a new rhythm as your body glides across the sands of consciousness. Oh, I think this is so poetic. I almost go into trance. Like a river winding its way toward the great waters of the sea. Immerse yourself in that water and know that the single droplet which you represent is being accepted by the whole. Oh, this is so beautiful, so beautiful. Feel snake's rhythm and you will dance freely, incorporating those transmuting forces of the universe as a part of your sensual dance of power. And also when it comes to the whole story in the Genesis of the Bible and all that, how the snake represents also the female divine, I guess, in a way, but maybe then, usually, patriarchy and so on have tried to, these power struggles, and trying to demonize a certain parts of the universe, of creation, and how that also is wisdom. This is part of knowledge. In that story, I think it was like the snake saying that they would then know good and evil if they ate from this apple or whatever the fruit was. It wasn't maybe an apple, but maybe there's a star in that apple when you cut it in half sideways. It's beautiful. Anyway, so like a pentagram, so, but so it's like some see it as this is like the representative, or the form that the goddess showed herself at the time. So, yeah. And that was true, though, although they were not so innocent anymore. But, I mean, I don't know about the story, the whole myth, but myths are interesting and revealing sometimes. But the fact that it was true, though, and why would we want not to know? Why would we want to be like, okay, paradise is nice, but I guess it's it's natural to want to gain more and more knowledge and understanding, and that's a positive. But of course, we have to see both sides, and then later on, hopefully, find a way to see the wholeness and the beauty in that, in the contrast of all this yin and yang. Maybe you don't have to call it evil even. It's like, it's how this world is. I wouldn't call it evil. So, yeah. That was the snake. But it's almost like okay, I'm going too far here, and I think I will provoke a little bit, maybe. That's okay. But also I read a little bit what this rune, Solu, wanted to say, and it said, oh, don't give yourself airs. Wow, am I good at doing that then? Well, I give myself a little bit airs, okay. But actually it's almost like, however, this loving but even very harsh God figure in that Old Testament, I mean, the things through, like, sticks of from tent, through people's heads. If you call it. I mean, interesting. Yeah, so it's quite brutal, that part. But anyways, it seems like almost abusive to keep others in not knowing. Try to keep others as children so you can rule them. Maybe protective, but is it really? So I think it may represent something else, at least to me, that to keep to dogmas that are just said, that you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that or whatever, because it's a rule or even a law. Sometimes laws are really crappy. That's also a reason I'm an anarchist now. Or realize I have been actually all the time, but I didn't know what it was exactly. But anyways, it could be good, but you have to have your own. You have to think by yourself. You have to understand yourself and find to measure that, what is good, and not so good in a certain circumstance. So yeah, and to have some trust and childlike innocent to be connected to, though, not cut it off fully. That is a good thing. Otherwise, we close off our hearts, I think. But in this world, we can re-enter the Garden of Eden, the paradise. We may have to work our way there and create it and realize that we are the creators who create things, and not project a lot of demonizing in other directions. So, but this is a beautiful totem, an awesome totem to have. Yeah. And as I said before, I've worked with this totem a lot, although not having it. That's one of my personal ones, as far as I have known so far anyways. But I've worked with it, and it's really awesome. Yeah. Shall I stop talking about that? It feels like I need to say something else. It feels like I didn't describe that very well. But do you see the whole story? Do you see the whole idea of that would be a good thing? As if you just look at children around or whatever, would you want to keep, maybe we would want to even keep them like safe in a way that they wouldn't gain more knowledge, but it wouldn't be very loving, would it? They are here to explore and to find out and learn and know, and also to be able to discern. Yeah, without being trapped by those all kinds of thoughts and ideas. To let go of those may be the hardest thing to do. First we gather a lot of knowledge, then we have to find a way to not have it, or to, because we get blinded by our own conceptions of how things are and have to be, and others, we get blinded by society too. I'm almost allergic now. I didn't like watch news a lot before, but now I really cringe when I hear news many times. I try not to. Try to avoid it. I don't mean that everything in that is not so good, but I mean much of it is a facade and propaganda, and we and many swallow it so easily. And I myself, not that I did, as I said, I've never been very first of all, I stopped watching news when I was quite young because I was so it was too hard to watch. I couldn't I don't know, at least somewhere in my 20s. Before then I don't think I was very interested at all, but somewhere there, when I get more in contact with my own emotions, and so I just couldn't watch it, starving kids and all horrible things you had to hear about or see. It was no filter. I couldn't keep it at distance, so therefore I decided not to watch it, or maybe hear it then, but not too often. It didn't benefit me at all, or I didn't help out in the world a lot by hearing it either, so I concentrate on these other things, this other realm that I have, my own little world where I've been. But anyway, so then I have to some degree been more interested in society, but for a while. But then I realized that I have been fooled, and there is so much that is just a scam, and it's not real, and so now I'm a little bit allergic to listen to just bullshit. So it's really difficult to even be around. Although I try to concentrate on my stuff. Okay, that's now I drift. Anyway, so I also thought about something I talked about yesterday about this whole dissociative. There was actually a Wikipedia. I didn't. Maybe I should go there and read about that, because that is one thing I experienced also. This memory loss, that I could be somewhere suddenly and not knowing where I was. I mean, this is totally sober, aside from maybe getting out of sugars at times, but it have happened to me that I have had no idea who I am and where I am, just suddenly, and then just what do you do then? So I just kept walking. It have happened when I've been out walking, and not recognizing anything or knowing where I am, and then suddenly the memory catch up. So here I am, and that's who I am. Okay, it's very weird, strange. I said weird all the time in the previous video, But what I wanted to come to, I haven't read about that. I haven't read about that diagnosis a lot. I don't, as I said, I don't really subscribe to those kinds of ideas anyhow. So I think we all have a range of anything, everything that we can feed and develop or so on, or not. Yeah, so we can let things be dormant, or we can water them, so to speak, and then it will be revealed. Yeah, so but what I thought about that also is that I can recognize that in some people around. I have a very hard time to be angry at those who might clearly see that they are so dissociative. I mean, that they have this child that they almost aren't aware of, but they like, I mean, if they move through various personalities clearly, but not clear to them, then also you kind of understand that they are very vulnerable, and it's not good to push too far there. And so it's easier not to. I cannot be angry there, although they've done bad stuff. So yeah, and I guess it's always the case in some way or another, actually, when it comes to those who act in very destructive ways. But it's harder with those who are very, as with this fox, for example. This was a really, really cute fox, though. They were like hugging here, having a blanket, as I said, and super cute. And foxes are very awesome in many ways as well, and the medicine of fox, and also the ability to be invisible and so on. Awesome. Yeah, there. What was I going to say about that now? Why did I go into the fox now suddenly again? Yeah, but those who are like cunning, yeah, I have a harder time with those who actually are aware and cunning, and then do bad stuff. Obviously, than those who are just, they are so lost, so they aren't fully. I mean, you shouldn't excuse it anyhow, but it's like, I get mad at those who, with conscious intent, harm others. And you should stop anyone who did anyhow, but, or I don't know what you should, but I think I should. Yeah. So, I wonder, and I will also put some links beneath here that I like. I wonder if there's something else. I won't say anything more about the snake. There is a lot to say about the snake, and it's very beautiful. It's like the one that moves with its belly to belly, if you say, to Mother Earth, and so closely connected to her. Yeah. The pulse is like the pulse of the mother. Yeah. Well. I think maybe I should read this Soulu, though. Should I? I think so. Since it came up, this lightning. That could also be the god Thor, then, obviously. I don't know what it means in the cup there, but it is about becoming conscious of your essence and bring it into form, express it in a creative way. This is almost like what I talked about yesterday, I think. Wholeness, life force, the sun's energy. Soulu stands for wholeness, that which our nature requires. It embodies the impulse towards self-realization and indicates the path you must follow, not from ulterior motives, but from the core of your individuality. Seeking after wholeness is the spiritual warrior's quest. And yet what you are striving to become in actuality is what by nature you already are. Become conscious of your essence and bring it into form, express it in a creative way. A rune of great power, making life force available to you. Sowulu marks time for regeneration down to the cellular level. Although this rune has no reverse position, there is a reason for caution. You may see fit to withdraw or even to retreat in the face of a pressing situation, especially if events or people are demanding that you expend your energy now. Know that such a retreat is a retreat in strength. A voyage inward, centering for balance. Timely retreat is among the skills of a spiritual warrior. Sowulu counsels opening yourself up, letting the light into a part of your life that has been secret shut away. To accomplish this may call for a profound recognition, for admitting to yourself something that you have long denied. There is a prayer known as Gayatri, my favorite one, I've heard it many times, you've listened to me, that embodies the spirit of the rune of wholeness. Address the sun in this fashion. I think I actually did it in some video. Horrible, but still. You who are the source of all power, whose rays illuminate the world, illuminate also my heart, so that it too can do your work. I should know it, right? It was a long time since I did this mantra though. Om Burbu Basvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayate. Om Burbu Basvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayate. That's kind of. Okay. While reciting the Gayatri, visualize the sun's rays streaming forth into the world, entering your heart, then streaming out from your heart center and back into the world. This is a powerful and life-enchanting prayer. There is a caution here not to give yourself airs, as I read before, but I do still. Even in a time of bountiful, and you are required to face and vanquish your refusal to let right action flow through you. Oh. Nourish this capacity, for it is a mark of true humility. Practice the art of doing without doing. Aim yourself truly, and then maintain your aim without manipulative effort. Difficult sometimes. Meditate on Christ's words, I can of my own self do nothing. John 5:30, Bible again here. For by our own power we do nothing. Even in loving, it is love that loves through us. How beautiful is that? Wow, this is like really greater than suddenly, yeah, it's wonderful. And to let that force love through you, through us. This way of thinking and being integrates new energies and permits us to flow into wholeness, which is the ultimate goal of the spiritual warrior. Wow. Okay, then I will stop then, although I want to give myself much more airs. I won't though. Okay, I'm wishing you a great day and talk to you later. Bye for now.